Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Party people in the place to be. I go by the name of HJC, Heaven James Clark, for you, heaven at dark. Niggas come around, they don't want no spark, cause I eat like a shark. Even though I don't swim. Just admit it to yourself. I am him. What's up, y'all? Heaven, Hollywood. Industry tonight. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. You know it is not a party until the heavy hitters show up and talk about it. Then you can end your week. You got to wait till the heavy hitters touch it. What's going on, kids? What's going on? What's up, Brooklyn? Freddie Muir in the building. My boy Marcel in the building. State where y'all from, fam. State where y'all from while I'm setting everything up. I want to hear where you're from. The industry tonight, this is where we talk about everything that's going on in the industry. All right? The entertainment industry. Trending topics. Right now, trending. Queen of Rap. Right now, trending in music. Lil' Kim. Right now, trending in music. Jay-Z. Let's go on a little more things. See what else is trending. Hip Hop 50. Once again, happy birthday to hip hop. We also got Lil' Kim trending. Music trending. Frank Ocean with 9,748 posts. Lil Wayne is trending in music. Music trending. Taylor, of course. All right. We're gonna be touching on a bunch of things, man. We're gonna be, if you happen to come in and you miss whatever topic you wanted to talk about, then you're just gonna have to catch the replay, dog, because we got things to do. We're not gonna be doubling back, circling back, tripling back. All right. Complex put out the top rank, the 50, the top ranked 50 rappers in New York. We got to talk about that. Now, everybody knows that when it comes to hip hop, Complex and Billboard is definitely not the ones you want to listen to, because they've come to the fact where everything seems to be trolling, right? Everything seems to be trolling now. But let's go. Let's go, y'all. We got Marcel, Sexy 60. What's up, Sexy 60? What's up, Patricia? There's the industry tonight, of course. We're going to talk about the case that never seems to end, even though they've now given a verdict. The case still doesn't seem to end. Tory Lanez case, you know, everybody found a way to make it about Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion did not take Tory Lanez to court. I don't know why people want to make it about Megan Thee Stallion, but they make it about Megan Thee Stallion now. It is what it is. It was not Megan Thee Stallion sending Tory Lanez to jail. It was the LAPD sending Tory Lanez to jail. So it doesn't matter if Megan Thee Stallion said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. He didn't do it. They still would have kept going. You know what I mean? I still would have kept going. So, and we'll talk about all the people that's come out to defend Tory Lanez or defend or co-sign Tory Lanez. That's been a big talk on social media. Been a big talk on social media about who has defended Tory Lanez. Iggy Azalea got put on blast. Where she said she just thought that the letter was going to be between her and the judge. And she said, I don't know what you people talk about. I never spoke about the case, not one time. I was told to tell the judge my interaction and my experience with Tory. And that's what I did. But we'll come to find out, Iggy Azalea got put on blast and she was talking about the case. Hold on one second. Lower your voice. Golly, my daughter's too loud. So, Iggy Azalea got put on blast. Drake. But we already know Drake. We already know Drake. We already knew Drake was going to do what he does. He's going to defend Tory Lanez, even though he don't really like Tory Lanez. See, the gag about Drake is it's not that he loves Tory Lanez so much. He don't even really F with Tory Lanez like that. Like, they're both from Canada. They both came out of Toronto. How many joints Drake got with Tory Lanez? Don't worry, I'll wait. Notice he got joints with The Weeknd. Tory came out. You notice he has no records with Tory Lanez. He put his Quarantine Radio one time, maybe two times. So it's not that he loves Tory Lanez so much. He don't like Megan. He don't like Megan. So that's the big thing with him. So we're going to talk about that. And then the funny thing is, like I said, the Cash App is at Heaven Hollywood for you guys. The super chat's down below. The funny thing is, the people say, "Oh, Heaven, do you know why Megan doesn't like? Do you know what Megan did to Drake to make Drake dislike her so much?" Nigga, I told you to come to members only. I've been told y'all that. Anybody that said members only, know. If they don't know, they forgot. They can go back. I've told y'all why. I believe on the website said it too. I told y'all why Megan and Drake fell out a long time ago. So, he doesn't have any love for Megan. So he's going to go against Megan no matter who that was. That could be Pee Wee Herman. That could be Satan. It could be anybody. If he's going to shade Megan, he's going to look like he's signed with that person. But Drake didn't write in no letters. He loved Tory Lanez so much. How come he ain't writing no letters? Right? So anyway, let's get it cranked up. I'm trying to think of some. I'm going to put the topics in. Let's get it cranked up, man. It's the industry tonight. We about to kick it off. What's up? 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 It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back. The industry tonight, episode 2. We welcome everybody. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you are not members only, please go become a member of members only. Remember, it is 4 different memberships. A+ and above gets the exclusive information. Anything lower than A+, you just get the perks of the blog No matter what membership you have, you will get the blog for free. If you have Hall of Fame, you get the blog free for life. If you have A+, you get the blog free for 1 year. If you already have the blog and you're in a year subscription, you will be upgraded to for life. All right, so make sure you join members only, because if you join members only, you will know the answer to the first topic we're going to go over. And the first topic is this. Let me see here. We're going to delete that. We're going to delete that. We're going to delete Ice Spice. Okay. And this is going to be the first topic that we talk about today. We're going to get into the top 50 and all that. But I want to discuss, and like I said, if you're part of members only, you would know this already. What did Megan Thee Stallion do to Drake? Now, again, if you were part of members only, like I told y'all to become, y'all would know what's going on. Now, the reason people were coming to me asking me this question is because, as we all know, the sentencing for Tory Lanez finally came down. They handed Tory Lanez a dime piece, which is 10 years. He'll get credited for 304 days. So that's almost a year. So that's like what? 11 months and 29 days. Right? 11 months and 26 days. Almost credit for a year. Then he has to do 85% of that. So you're talking 9 years, 85% of that is like 7. And then if he goes into some programs here and there, right? If he goes into some programs, he might get out 6.5 years. I think that would be the soonest you would see Tory Lanez. And that's with everything going perfect while he is incarcerated. So if he does a couple of programs, stuff like that. Now, since Tory Lanez has been locked up, a lot of people have been coming out. A lot of people will be coming out. A lot of people saying I'm staying free, Tory, until he's free. So I guess they're gonna be doing that the next 7 to 10 years. But the sentencing brought down a lot of people's emotions. A lot of people's emotional about it, right? Whether it was fair, whether it wasn't fair. But what started happening was during the trial, or during the sentencing, they started talking about, they started going over the protocol. And one of the protocols was letters that was sent in to defend Tory Lanez or give him a kind of like a credibility report and what they were suggesting for sentencing, and they were trying to use whatever patterns positive patterns they had to soften the blow or to try to convince the judge to go light on Tory Lanez. Now, we'll get to the letters in a minute. We have to go over this topic. So, after he was sent up, right? Tory Lanez, after the judge basically told him that his post, how he was acting after he was convicted and how he was acting after he was charged is one of the reasons why they added on enhancements, right? It's one reason why they added on enhancements. Now, during the sentence, I keep saying the verdict. During the sentencing, Tory Lanez probably showed as close as to he was sorry and sympathetic, probably as close as we ever seen. And at that time, he was saying things like, I take full responsibility for my part in it and stuff like that. But he was still not admitting that he shot Megan Thee Stallion. But he was saying, I take full responsibility. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do like the other platforms are saying, he admitted it. No, he didn't admit. He still hasn't admitted it. But I will say that is about as close to admission as you're going to get. So once the letters came out and people was dragging Iggy Azalea for her letter, where she was basically comparing herself to Beyonce and not really comparing herself to Beyonce, but putting her and Beyonce in the same breath. And I'm a very successful recording artist and I've sold over 60 million records and blah, blah, blah. It obviously didn't, in the end, it didn't work, but we'll get back to Iggy. The reason why we're asking, what did Megan Thee Stallion do to Drake? Is because if you look at Tory Lanez made a statement to the Umbrellas. Why he calls his fans the Umbrellas. Somebody can tell me why. Please let me know. Why he chose to call his fans Umbrellas, I have no idea. But if somebody knows his reason for that, just let me know. I'm interested in finding out what made him choose Umbrellas. I have never let a hard time intimidate me. I will never, ever let no jail time eliminate me. Regardless of how they try to spin my words. Still blaming other people. I have always maintained my innocence and I always will. This week in court, I took responsibility for all verbal and intimate moments. Now, that is not what you said before. You took responsibility for all verbal and intimate moments that I shared with the parties involved. That's it. In no way, shape, or form was I apologizing for the charges I'm being wrongfully convicted of. I remain on the stance that I refuse to apologize for something that I did not do. Who did it? Who did it? I faced adversity my whole life, and every time it looked like I would lose, I came out on top. Well, you lost this time. We'll see if you come out on top. This is nothing but another moment where my back is against the wall or the cell, and I refuse to stop fighting till I come out victorious. Well, I guess in 7 years or 8 years or 9 years, you'll be victorious because you'll be out. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. To my family, friends, and Umbrellas, thank you for your continued support. See you soon. Now, see you soon. I guess 10 years is soon to Tory. Now, Drake saw this post, right? And he decided that he was going to like the post, and he wasn't going to give a damn who saw it. I'm liking the post just to let Megan Thee Stallion know I don't care if she sees me liking it. I already put the verse out, right? I put the verse out to let her know I think that she's not being honest. And I'm going to like this. And I don't care what anybody says. So Drake liked the post. I think this is it right here. Liked by Champagne Poppy. This was on Instagram. I'm using all of this under the 107 copyright infringement law of fair use. As y'all can see, liked by Champagne Poppy and 137,824 people. Ironically, you had all these people that liked this comment, but only 76 people sent in a letter. Now, if 100,000 people sent in a letter, we might be having a different conversation as far as how many years he got. So, after the Drake record, we get this, right? Right? After the Drake record, we get this. So people started asking me, do you know, hold on, we're going to get temperature. Do you know why Drake hates Megan? Do you understand you might know what Megan did to Drake? You know, did she turn him down? She did this, did that. And my answer is because then some people would say, well, Tory's from Canada. Drake is just sticking up for Canada. No, there's nothing to do with it. Drake's whole take on this is all to troll Megan. It has nothing to do with Drake believing Tory, not believing Tory. Drake just does not like Megan Thee Stallion. The Nicki thing is one reason, but the main reason is, as I told you on Members Only, you got to go to Members Only for the whole story. So I'm not going to disrespect the Members Only members and give you the entire scoop, but go get the Members Only. We'll just put it this way. There was a situation in Toronto involving when Drake, if everyone remembers, Drake put Megan Thee Stallion on stage at the OVO Fest maybe 3 years ago. Not really sure. 3 years ago. There was a situation in Toronto with Megan Thee Stallion and Drake. You got to go back to Members Only to find out what that situation is. Drake is a Scorpio who seems to hold grudges. So he's still holding a grudge over Megan. Right? Of course, we all know about the alleged lines in that's only you got it, girl, you got it. Now there was rumors that there were some lines in there were certain lines in that song that was about Megan. You can make the judge of whether you believe it or not, but it's right as after that song came out, Drake unfollowed Megan Thee Stallion. Right? And then the situation happened later on because he ended up following back Megan Thee Stallion and then ended up unfollowing her again after that situation. So Drake's still holding a grudge from there. And what better way to show her he's trolling her than to do this right now? Because if Drake really loved Tory Lanez like that, remember Tory Lanez was saying that, oh man, I sent Drake in the Weeknd songs for 3 years. and they've never even gotten back to me. Now, you talk about a fellow artist from Toronto. If Drake really loved Tory Lanez like that, Drake would have answered him back or would have gave him a feature, right? There's Drake and Tory. So if Drake really loved Tory Lanez like that, he would have been gave him a feature. So I don't believe it is Drake loves Tory so much. It's just that he does not like Megan Thee Stallion. A percentage of it is her. He can use the whole. I really don't think he cares about that because he's not beefing with Cardi B, and Cardi B is Nicki's biggest nemesis. But Drake is cool with Cardi B, so I think he'll probably he could use the Nicki thing as an excuse. I'm just ride with Nicki. That's all. It's not no beef with her. I just ride with Nicki, which is BS, right? It's his own issue that he has with Megan Thee Stallion. So people was dragging Drake. And my answer to that is, what has Drake done? What has Megan Thee Stallion done to Drake? I already told you something that Drake still bothers him. Megan's been gotten over it. Megan was probably so drunk she didn't even remember she did it. Well, no, she wasn't drunk that because she left for a flight that day. No, I wasn't drunk. If she was drunk, she probably couldn't have done what she did. But Megan probably forgot about that. It's 3 years ago. So that's what I can say about that. Get the members only and find out. But it is a personal situation that happened in Toronto when Drake allowed Megan Thee Stallion to come on stage and OVO. Now, if anybody from members only has it and you're going to put it in the room, there's going to be people who are not in members only that's going to get that tea. So if you want to disrespect your wallet that way, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Make them go get the members only like you did. So because what they're trying to do is, what a lot of people will do is, y'all will wait around for other sites to say, oh, yeah, oh, he tried to smash, and she said no. They'll just give you the typical Drake must have tried to smash, and she said no, and now he's mad at her, whatever. They're going to give you the easy thing that they can make up, and then if it's never going to come out anyway like that. Will never come out whether that's true or not. So they're willing to buy time and make it seem like they're telling the truth. Right? Now, someone earlier said Lotto also liked it. Right? So let's go here to the batters. I'm going to erase that one. Right? I'm going to erase that one. I'm going to make. Hold on. I'm going to make one that says Lotto, but I'm going to put a question mark, and I'll tell you why. So, Lotto likes Tory's message. Okay. Lotto likes Tory's message, right? So what we're referring to is on that same post. Now remember, it didn't say it at first, but on that same post, somebody, I believe it was T with Tia. I believe T with Tia was the first person. Right? So let's go here. And they said Lotto was caught in 4K. If you look here at Tory's message, look down below. It says liked, right, by Lotto 777. Let me make it big. No pun intended. Lotto, liked by Lotto 777 and 156 others. All right. So that means she liked it before Drake, I guess. Now, the moment I saw that, I wanted to find out if it was legit. The reason why I wanted to find out if it was legit is because, as we know, Lotto is cool with Megan Thee Stallion. Lotto was on Traumazine. Lotto had just been seen on a documentary called Ladies First, where she condemned male abusers in the music business. And then Lotto's going to come here the next day and like a message from Tory Lanez? After you were just on Ladies First and everyone gave you compliments about your little piece on Ladies First, and now you're going to come to Twitter and like something by Tory Lanez? Now, I have someone who Lotto follows. They follow Lotto. Big Lotto fan. She's like you'll probably know who I'm talking about if I say she's the hugest Lotto fan on Twitter. Lotto follows her. She follows Lotto. She DMs Lotto. Lotto answers her back. What have you. She asked Lotto about this. Now, Lotto has not publicly addressed it. She may. She asked Lotto about this. Lotto said, I ain't never followed that boy's message. I'll never like that boy's message. This is what Lotto said directly to this person. Now, what people are saying is she liked it and then quickly unliked it. Let's not forget, let's take this into context. Let us not forget now. This is the same Lotto who removed Tory Lanez from her song. Right, here it is here. Lotto took Tory Lanez out of her song Sex, Lies, and replaced him with Lil Baby after what he did to Megan Thee Stallion. That's from a Lotto fan page. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not. I'm not into Lotto's music like that. But if anybody else is into Lotto's music like that, you can confirm it for me. But they said Tory Lanez was on a song called Sex and Lies, and Lotto replaced him. Is there any Lotto fans out there that can confirm that that happened? Because, I'm not going to act like I'm the hugest Lotto fan. But if there are any Lotto fans out there, I know my girl, Alicia, is a huge Lotto fan. I don't know whether she's in this live or not. But if she is, she can confirm it. Smiling C says, yep, that's true. Thank you very much. That's one person that confirmed. Now, what I thought was, well, maybe she read the post wrong and she accidentally liked it. Or maybe she just seeing posts, because I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes if I'm scrolling up through Instagram, I'm just in the mood. I'm just double tapping everything I see. And I may start double tapping and then realize, oh, Oh, no, I don't want to like that. It has happened. So was Lotto just happened to be scrolling online, saw somebody talking about my innocence, this blah, 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 and just double tapped? And then realized it was Tory, and she said, oh, no, 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 no. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But according to Lotto, she told this fan, she has never liked that boy's post. That was her exact word. I ain't never liked that boy's post. All right. But words come to words, if Lotto did do it, she unliked it very quickly to let people know that was a mistake. I didn't like what he said or did. Drake is leaving him there, so he's not hiding. He's not holding no punches. According to Drake, he's down with Tory Lanez. So that's what I say about Lotto. Lotto hasn't come out and said anything yet. All her fans was saying it's cap, it's bullshit. Here you see people say, not Lotto liked and unliked Tory Lanez post. She about to go like it from 21 Savage's page. So far, Drake, well, this is a Barb page, so you know they're messy. So far, Joe Budden, Drake, and Lotto is supporting Tory Lanez. Who's next? Coffee City. Shout out to Coffee City. Says Drake and Lotto called out for supporting Tory Lanez. Stefflon Don, we're going to get into her. I actually like Coffee City, so I messaged her and said, I heard this was not true. So you might want to double check before you post it. I don't know whether she took it away or not, but I at least gave her a chance to take it away. Right? JT liked the post. Then someone said JT liked the post defending Tory Lanez and ice shading Lotto again. That was back on August 9th. JT, I wouldn't put it past JT. They said JT liked a post that was defending Tory Lanez. But as far as Lotto goes, I believe Lotto was a mistake. Let's see what y'all are saying. It depends on how soon. Let me see what y'all are saying in the comments. Thank you, Reese. I got a bar. I'm from Texas, not Degrassi. Jimmy want me in a wheelchair, but this is not Degrassi. All right, let's see. Smiling Seas says, doesn't believe it. Right? Come on, man. They move too slow. Smiling Seas says she doesn't believe it. Marcel says, but why would Lotto? I don't believe it. That was fake. It had to be. Marcel said, but why would Lotto like the tweet when she was on the documentary talking about abusers? Need to be held accountable. I agree. That's why I don't believe she did it. Or she could have did what Jess said here. She accidentally liked it. Also, Patricia said maybe she read the wrong post. That's also a possibility. Accidentally liked it. Man, this thing is moving so slow. Patricia said maybe she liked the wrong post. Diablo said that's the worst Photoshop picture I've ever seen. So Diablo believes that it was Photoshop. Okay. So the majority of people, after everyone noticed, Well, it was done quick. Like people. Now, by the time they posted it, they said it was posted and deleted already. Right? They even said when Meg was in the club with Lotto, told her if she was speaking about her when she had the phone recording with Nicki. All right, so this thing moving so slow. Sanita says, bad Photoshop picture. All right. Hunter said if she liked it, what are they going to do it? I think said, what are they going to do? Remember the Cash Apps at Heaven Hollywood, $ Heaven Hollywood. You see the super chats below. My take on it is this. I believe Lotto may have liked it by accident, but if she, and I'm only going to give her that benefit of the doubt, is if she just wasn't reading the article. If you were reading it and you saw it was coming from Tory Lanez post, and then you liked it, that's a bad job by you. I know you unliked it, but that'd be a bad job by doing that. All right, so that's as far as Lotto goes. Hold on a minute, y'all. We're going to get into some more stuff. We're going to get into some more stuff. But first, a word from our sponsor. So, y'all make sure y'all go to Tubi and Amazon if you have not, and check out my TV series, Groupie and Playing Dirty. That's on Amazon and Tubi.
I'm Yoshi Lomax, superstar attorney at law and fugitive.
So, you're the famous Yoshi Lomax.
Probably more infamous. I'm on the run from the federal government for crimes that I didn't commit.
Gentlemen, I'm Deputy U.S. Marshal Sharon Starr. I'll be taking things from here.
Not to mention being on the hit list of at least 3 of Miami's major crime bosses.
I wanted to apologize in person for leaving so abruptly last night.
Welcome back.
That's Vladimir Kuznetsov, a Russian crime boss. He's been a suspect in over a dozen missing person cases.
I mean, I didn't get here to be this successful for doing things the American way.
I need a list of the jury for my case with Hanju.
Oh, really? What's that worth to you? Oh, my God, you're such a good...
Mr. Santana is to be released upon processing.
So what do you know about Sheldon Chisholm?
What do you want to know about him?
I really need to know if you're going to take my case. I don't have time to play, Miss Lomax.
Money is not a problem. You know anything about his case?
It's being handled by agents in my field office.
I've learned that in this game of life, in order to win,
Ready to dance?
you gotta play dirty.
Can you guys hear now? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Like, still, I got to find another platform. How about now, guys? How about now? How about now, guys? Can you hear me? Marcel said he can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Still no sound. Still no sound? Oh my God. This is nuts, man. Y'all can't hear? It's no sound? Anybody let me know, can you hear anything? Can y'all hear me or what? All right. You know what? Yo. Okay. Yo, we can hear. Okay. All right. So we have this system that is tripping right now. Right? All right, guys. Whew. I had to make do with what I did. All right. Okay. All right. So moving on. Because this thing is tripping. Y'all got me now? All right. So what I'm going to do is just use this system over here to navigate through the internet. And I'm just going to talk through my phone because it's not working. Like whenever I use this computer in this, shit don't be working. Yeah, I just want to make sure y'all can hear because sometimes y'all be, oh, I can't hear. And then some people say I can hear. Right? But we're going to see. All right, so next. Hold on. Let's see what we're doing next. So Neo, that's what we're going to go to next. Let's talk about the Neo situation, which was a lot of people were talking about, you know, on the internet. So as you know, Neo was on Vlad TV. Everybody gets themselves in trouble when they go to Vlad TV. Neo was on Vlad TV, and he made a comment. He was talking to Gloria Velez, right? And it was something about the Neo did not agree with children being able to make the decision of transitioning over to another, saying a little girl saying, I want to be a little boy, or a little boy saying, oh, daddy, I want to be a girl. Right? Well, why they keep going to Vlad TV? Well, Eleanor, as funny as it seems, people still watch him. You know what I mean? He's got over a million. He's got over 1 million subs to his channel, and he does get all of the guests. And one thing about Vlad TV is he's going to ask the questions that people want to know. If you go on his platform, one thing where Vlad is a lot like me is if you're going to go on his platform, he's going to present to you the questions that the people want to know and that a lot of people be too scared to ask. You see, if he ever got Diddy on Vlad TV, Vlad would say, just for the record, a lot of people think that you're gay. And I interviewed Mace one time. Yeah, you know, cause Puff, he had toys in the sink. And I was on the phone with Cam, and I told Cam, yo, this nigga got plastic dicks in the sink. I don't know what he plan on doing with that. I don't know who he think he using some plastic dicks on. Yo, that's crazy. He's trying to use it on you, boy. That's who he's trying to use it on. He's trying to use it on you, player. So I just want, and they go, come back. So just for the record, are you gay? See, Vlad is going to ask him that. And that's why he'll never go on Vlad TV. Right? He'll never go on. Puffy will never go on Vlad TV. Because Vlad is going to put out there. Now, Vlad's going to put it out there. But Neo, right? Back to Neo. Okay. So Neo was asked, about the transgender question, and he just said, I personally cannot see letting my child make that decision. All right, we're gonna take a listen to what Neo said. All right, we'll take a listen to what Neo said. Hopefully. So this is Neo talking to Gloria Velez. Hold on. Thank you, Dolly. Oh, I'm echoing. Hold on. Put it on mute. Gotta put that on mute. No, I heard the echo. I'm trying to get rid of it. That's the reason why I cut the mic off. Okay. I just muted the mics, all the mics on the desktop because it's giving me an echo. The mic is not muted anymore. Can you guys hear me without the echo? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm looking at it on the screen and I see the thing going back and forth. Okay. That's what I was asking. I was just asking, do y'all hear me now? Right? Without the echo. Okay. So if you guys were following along, right? Neo last week said he would not allow his kid to be able to make that decision, to make that decision at a young age. Then, of course, the LGBT and all cancel culture came for Neo and said Neo should be canceled because he's transphobic, he's homophobic, he's Jason Lee and all these people started slamming Neo, right? Right, Jason Lee and all these people start slamming Neo. So then Neo, what does Neo do? He goes and apologizes, right? Neo goes and apologizes. Now, people like Candace Owens and all these other people, right, started getting on Neo saying, why did you apologize? Because remember, this came right after Jamie Foxx, right? right after Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx had apologized for what he said. Right. Thank you, Dolly. And Candace Owens got on Jamie Foxx. Everybody can hear me clearly? Candace Owens got on Jamie Foxx. So what it turns out happening is there was an apology that came, said it was coming from Neo. Neo apologized, right? You know, as they usually do. Can everybody hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me with no echo, no problem. Okay, cool. Neo said that it was after this apology came through, basically saying, I want to educate myself. You know how they do. I want to educate myself on this matter. Oh, I apologize to the LGBTQ, RST, UV, WXYZ. I'm sorry, you know, for what I said, if you offended anybody or what have you. But Neo finally did something that I have been waiting on celebrities to do forever. And Neo basically came back and said, no. That was a publicist. Neo said that was a publicist, and I don't apologize for a damn thing. Right? I don't apologize for a damn thing, Neo said. Finally, somebody came out and said that. We're not used to people saying that. So Neo came back on and says, I don't apologize for the way I feel. And isn't that a breath of fresh air? I don't apologize for the way I feel. Now, if you got offended by what I said, sure, I apologize. But it does not change the way I feel. Now, what I've been noticing over the past few months to a year, I've been noticing that a lot of people are starting to get tired of this trans woman coming at real women. A lot of people starting to get tired of every time you say something that mentions a person who's Jewish, they're saying that you're knocking the Jewish community and you got to apologize for that. Like Jamie did the other day with his no balls having self. If I was Jamie Foxx, I would have never apologized. But a lot of people are now starting to get tired of it. Right? And Candace Owens, who I never agree with, said, she basically said, listen, don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. And Neo came back and went back on Gloria Velez, which I'm glad he did. And he said, hey, I didn't make that apology. Basically, he said, I want you to hear it from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer or what have you. So he basically told Gloria Velez that that was his publicist that did that, not him. And he stood on, he said, I'm standing on what he said. No, I don't fuck with Candace Owens at all. But just like everything in life, I don't fuck with Republicans. But on the trans thing, I happen to agree with them. I don't really fuck with Republicans, but it's going to be very hard for you. That's like if you don't like an artist, right? If you don't typically like an artist, it's going to be very hard for an artist to make music for 15, 20 years and you never like one song. Every once in a while, you're going to like a song. That's just the way it is. Every once in a while, you're going to like a song. that an artist put out that you really usually don't like, right? So even though I don't like Candace Owens, I do agree with her. All right, Reese. I do agree with her on the topic of this thing with the trans community and the thing with the Jewish community. It's just getting out of hand. You got to apologize for everything, but you can say the N-word, though. That's okay. What's his name? In a small town, Jason, whatever, and the other dude that got caught saying the N-word. Oh, it's okay if you said the N-word. We're going to still give you a #1 record. Going to have the #1 record for the next 8 weeks. It's probably because you said the N-word that we giving you this record. You know what I mean? So no problem that you said the N-word. We're still going to give you, you ain't got to apologize for that. Kanye West went on and said slavery was a choice. He saw black people upset, right? Black people didn't cancel Kanye West. It wasn't until the next day that he started issuing out apologies. The trans thing is out of hand. So I agree with Candace Owens on that. I agree that, you know, trying to give trans women the same rights as regular women, you know, natural women or what have you. I believe that's BS. I think that's BS. Right? So stuff like that, yeah, I agree with them. Always late. Well, I dealt with some technical difficulties. You really just miss Lotto, with and Tory Lanez, Drake and Megan, right? And now we're on to Neo. All right. I'm not gonna get mad at you. But I had like 10 minutes of technical difficulty. But I'm glad that Neo. So y'all let me know. Do you agree with and if you don't agree with Neo, be truthful. There's some people that may have trans children in the chat. Right? I have a daughter who is LGBTQ. She's not a trans, but she's LGBTQ. But if you agree with Neo, taking back that apology and standing on what he originally said, just put a 1 in the chat. If you disagree with Neo, if you think Neo was offensive, put a 2 in the chat. Eleanor, you've been over there shading like for the last 30 minutes. What's up? Let's just get this out the way now. You've been laughing, you've been shading, you've been laughing at the technical difficulty, you've been making little sly comments. What's going on? Okay. Now, so if you agree with Neo, just put a 1 in. If you think that Neo was offensive and he should have kept the apology, put a 2 in. I'm trying to tell you right now, I agree with Neo. I have nothing against the community. I have nothing against if you want to transition over to a woman or transition over to a man when you are an adult. I have no issue with that. But I'll tell you one thing. My daughter, who's a lesbian, if my daughter would have told me at 15 or 16, oh, daddy, I want to be a boy, I would have told her to kick rocks. I'm going to be dead honest with you. You accept what God made you. If you're going to like girls or what have you, like girls. But I'm not co-signing no transitioning as a minor. Not doing it. Just like I wouldn't co-sign any surgery as a minor. Not gonna do it. When they tell you they like the same sex. Well, that my daughter, I can only speak from my experience, right? So I'll tell you my experience. My daughter knew she liked the same sex at 16. She tried dating boys, right? But another thing is my daughter's a different situation because she didn't have a mother. Like her mother is a POS. Her mother pretty much everybody that knows me knows the story of my first child's mother. She pretty much dropped her on my doorstep at 4 years old and was like, you can take her if you want. If not, I'm gonna give her up for adoption. So I don't want to take care of her. So basically I had my daughter since I was 4 years old. So I think a lot to have a lot to do with it was no mother in her life had a lot to do with that because she started out dating boys. She used to like boys. But then no mother in the picture. My daughter started like letting herself go because every time she got with a boy, my niece, who is like her sister, my niece would steal the boy from her. And they'd be like, oh, they would make my niece feel prettier than my daughter. My daughter's always had low self-esteem due to the fact that her mom did not want her. '11. But I didn't share with anyone until I was out of high school. Right. That's kind of like in Illinois, that's kind of like what my daughter did. Like I knew she liked girls, but she didn't really say anything until she was 18. And then on top of that, she was living with my parents. My father was a preacher. Like she didn't want nobody to see her in the street with another girl because she didn't want to embarrass my father, who was her grandfather. She was like, I don't want anybody to tell Papa that they saw me with a girl and then he's going to get embarrassed, because he's a preacher at the church, whatever. So she kind of held it to herself. But yeah, you're going to start knowing whether you like the opposite sex pretty young. Right? 10, 11, 12, 13. You know what I mean? Right. Eleanor, you're not alone. Trust me. A lot of girls feel that way. My daughter felt that way. And it's all because we grew up in the church. And when you grew up in a Baptist church, homosexuality is out. Like when you grow up in a Baptist church is so strict. It's not like non-denominational, Pentecostal, Catholic, Seventh-day Adventist. It is a Baptist church is very strict. And they didn't believe in women and the women preachers. Definitely no homosexuality. Suicide is an unforgivable sin. No fornication. So of course, that's what they believed in. No divorce, like they didn't want you to get divorced. So she grew up under Baptist church, under Baptist rules. And so did we. So we grew up in a very strict church-like Christian home, right? So we didn't start getting into non-denominational and Pentecostal church until we became of age, right? So, but the way what you said about not telling your parents, that's how my oldest daughter was. Even though we had already knew, We already knew. Right? So it didn't surprise us when we found out she had a girlfriend. Jeez. Nicki Minaj is up to 63.8 monthly listeners. I've seen a lot of young adults detransitioning back. Yeah, that is true. I grew up in a Pentecostal church. Well, I tell you, it is strict. So, Freddie, you said Pentecostal church is strict as well, huh? Interesting. I've seen a lot of young adults detransitioning back. Okay. Wow. Section 60, so I've seen a lot of young adults detransitioning back. Pentecostal, very, very strict. My mom grew up in a Pentecostal church in Puerto Rico. Wow. Woman couldn't even wear, woman couldn't wear pants. That's the same thing in Baptist church. Women couldn't wear pants. Right? So we went through the Neo thing. Shout out to Neo, man. I really like what Neo did. Like Neo, you know, he didn't back off. You know what I mean? He stood on it, as you guys say. All right. Topics out there. So let's talk about Pink Friday 2 real quick. And I can give you a little something on Pink Friday 2, but I'm not going to give you everything. And anything else, I'm going to put in members only. Now, I have to congratulate my girl, G, right? Got to congratulate G because she will be working with Heavy on it. What is that? That's the name of Nicki's thing? Heavy on it. So congratulations to G from In Case You Didn't Know. Now, the reason why that's so dope is because Nicki Minaj is very aware of her blog. There is no way in hell she don't know about that blog. And apparently, whatever she's seen on that blog was not enough to discourage her from, I just use the word discourage because Dolly said, I'm not a Catholic, but I went to the Catholic school for 2 years. They will listen, but will discourage you. Right. They will pray for you so quick and bug you the rest of the week about, yeah, that is true. Catholic churches don't be playing. But shout out to G. She's going to be working with Nicki Minaj. Is Heavy on it. Now, I cannot tell you, even though she hasn't told me directly exactly what they're going to be doing yet, but even when she does, I can't reveal that. Like I'm definitely not going to do that. I want to get her in trouble. And then, you know, one thing about Nicki is if you start revealing shit ahead of time, she's not going to mess with you. So they had a conversation. You know how G is. Once G, unlike me, that's probably why I got unfollowed by Cardi B. Like I can't control my mouth. But G is, if she's in bed with somebody, if she's in good, so you're gonna start seeing the post. And I know this sucks, but you're gonna start seeing the post. Well, the Barbs will love it. you're gonna start seeing the post, the incriminating posts about Nicki. You're gonna start seeing them slow down a little bit. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. She's not gonna really be going in on Nicki no more. She's not. And listen, that's her style. That's her style, right? And but me, like, I guess if I had held on to that same attitude, Cardi B would probably still be following me, still answer my DMs. Like, she don't answer me no more. She'll read them, but she won't answer me. So she's holding a grudge. Like, she really, really holding a grudge. Or she found out that I told my audience that she texted Nicki Minaj when she had a baby. Now, maybe Cardi didn't want me telling people that because it was private. But I told people because I thought people wanted to know something like that. You know what I mean? So I told people. Anyway, I thought people wanted to know, man. So Cardi unfollowed me, but G, now that she's gonna be working with Nicki Minaj, you're gonna see them Nicki posts. They're gonna be sweet as pie now. She does love her, Keisha. Keisha knows, but after a while, people, like, a lot of barbs started unfollowing her. You know what I mean? Because but people have to remember, G is the first one, even before me. She's the first one to tell people about the Nicki Minaj hate train. She was the first one. She told everybody, prepare, a hate train is coming. I saw the email. I saw the mass email. And that is the same email that Nicki referred to on her Queen Radio when she said, there was a memo. I found out that there was a memo sent out among the industry about yours truly. Now, that memo circulated all over the industry. And what they did was, they want to push me out of hip hop. So she referred to that memo, right? She referred to that memo that that G referred to. So I think Nicki probably looked over the whole trajectory of G's work and the things that she said, and when she never really dogged Nicki out, right? She was just reporting. She never really said, she didn't say, oh, Nicki's not the queen anymore. She's always referred to as the queen, just like I have. And she really was just reporting what happened. And it wasn't that she started turning on Nicki Minaj. It's just that she started becoming close to Cardi B. Right? Her and Cardi B went to dinner. She went out to L.A. She spent time with her when she was in L.A. You know what I mean? They went out for lunch, shit like that. So it wasn't that she started shading Nicki. It's just that she started getting close to Cardi. And what happened is the same thing that's going to happen generally with people who are friends or cool. If you are, let's just say, if you are running a blog, yes, the Libra, she texts Nicki after having a baby, and I know this for a fact because someone showed me, right? So the common thing is, let's just say you ran a blog, right? And let's say Diddy was your cousin. Diddy's your family. You know him, right? He's your cousin. He knows you run a blog. You cannot tell me that you are going to be sitting here posting negative things about Diddy, every single thing that come up negative, just because you got a blog. People say they're going to do it, but they're not in that situation. If Diddy's your cousin, you know good and damn well you're going to be going light on Diddy. You know you are. If that's your cousin, you're not going to talk about your cousin the same way you see the rest of the world doing it. I don't care if you're running a blog or not. If that's your cousin and people are like, oh yeah, you're not going to be posting the gay rumors. You're not going to be posting all of that stuff. You're not going to be doing that. Because it's your cousin. I don't expect you to. Just like when G started getting close to Cardi B, I expected the Illuminati post to slow down. I expected anything that she may have said before they got cool. Right, of course, she'd be defending them. That's obvious. That's obvious, right? It's just like the same thing with Nicki and her brother, right? If that's anybody else, let's just say that news came out and it was somebody else's brother that did that allegedly did that. Well, can't say allegedly now, it happened. That did that to a little girl. Nicki would probably be on social media like, this is disgusting. How can that person do that? You know what I mean? But she's not going to say the same thing about Giovanni because that's her brother. She may be quiet on it, but she's not going to go out there, oh yeah, you're disgusting. He's a pedophile. She's never going to call her own brother a pedophile. So that's the same thing. It's the same thing with any other issue. Yeah, so the Libra, she texts Nicki Minaj after she had a baby. No, when she was pregnant, sorry. When she was pregnant. Now remember, this is during the time where there's still supposed to be true stuff. She just said, oh, congratulations on your pregnancy. You're going to love being a mother. That's it. Nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? That don't mean they're best buddies. And then Nicki Minaj said, after she texted her, Nicki Minaj said, who is this? And then Cardi B told her, it's Cardi B. I just want to say congratulations on your pregnancy. You're going to love being a mom. And then Nicki said, wow, thank you. And that was it. So that was it. It was never do you think we can do another record or we're going to get together and for a play date? Wasn't none of that. It was just a simple and to my knowledge, that's all that happened. Right? But behind the scenes now, they're saying that Nicki Minaj and Megan is talking. Now, where did y'all hear that from? Remember I told y'all about this meeting from Jay-Z? And then if y'all recall, a few months ago, after I had already told y'all about the meeting, after I did the first members only about it, if y'all remember, you might still be able to go find the tweet. Nicki was on Twitter and she said, guys, do you think I should forgive a dud? There's a particular dud. Do you think I should forgive this dud? She was talking about Megan Thee Stallion. But if y'all was rocking with me, you'd know. This is why I say, gotta join members only. So Nicki mentioned that she was on Twitter and she asked people, she said, do you think I should forgive a specific dud? The reason why she asked that is because she had already went into the meeting with Jay. And now, after that first time, they still haven't really spoken. Then Beyonce. Well, I know they listen to me. She might not listen to you, cause y'all ain't really on the best terms, Jay. But I'm the queen. I'm the queen of music. They're gonna listen to me. I can get both those girls in, and we gonna all go shopping, and everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna go shopping and buy Ivy Park for each other. No. Don't spoil it. Don't give them no Ivy Park. No. If you want to have them running away, if you don't want them running away, don't send them your clothing line. Fuck you, Jay. My clothing line is lit. I don't know what you're talking about. My clothing line lit. But anyway, I'm gonna get them two girls together, and everything gonna be fine. I'm the queen of music. I get what I want. So after Beyonce went and said we're gonna be having a come to Jesus, really a come to Beyonce. We're gonna be having a come to Beyonce once I finish with this country, another out of country leg of my tour. We gonna sit down, me, Megan, and Nicki. Not you, Jay. You gonna ruin the vibe. Me, Megan, and Nicki, we gonna all sit down and we're gonna get this together. And by next year, when Nicki's on tour, she gonna do Hot Girl Summer, and she gonna bring Megan out, and that is gonna break the world. Watch what I tell you, Jay. Watch what I tell you. So that's what that is supposed to be happening. And that's the reason why Nicki Minaj came online on Twitter and asked her Barbs, do you think that she should forgive a dud? And I told everybody about that months ago. But as usual, people say they don't watch me. Look, I have only 55 people in my life, right? People say they don't watch me. I'm a struggle YouTube channel. I only got 16,000 subs. Oh, Armand's got 100,000. This one, Lovely T's got 900,000. Mob Radio has, I guess, 200,000, whatever she's got, right? Oh, you're a struggle YouTube channel. But y'all niggas be watching me from the bushes. Get out of the bushes. Hello, I see you. I see you. I see you in the bushes. I see you. Come out of them bushes. It's okay. You can let people know that you be clocking my shit. It's okay. Peeking in the bushes and repeating my shit. But then they want to go online and be like, oh, he's chat. Oh, I'm not paying attention to him. Oh, this, that, and the other. But it's all good. It is all good. So I did see that Insta story post and Twitter post by Nicki. Beyonce always gas herself up. She thinks meetings can change minds. Seems like it takes a lot to change Nicki's mind. Y'all are crazy. All in the hedges. What's the problem? I'm doing the show. Here, come here.
I'm sorry.
Here, give me a huggies.
No.
I love you too. Why don't you give me a ginger ale? Do something constructive with your life. Here, take this into the kitchen for me, please.
You can only have ginger ale once a day.
I can only have ginger ale once a day? Okay. I haven't had one today.
Okay, good.
All right. My daughter's my nutritionist too. All right, so she came in here. Hurry up and bring it, and then keep the door closed, please. I am live, child, and you are messing everything up. Now, hold on. Where's my Pink Friday? Pink Friday, where are you? Okay. Pink Friday 2. Now, let me tell y'all something. I am actually really getting excited. Hurry up and close the door. I'm actually really getting excited about this album because let me tell you something. Up until now, and I hope people clip this and send it to Nicki like they do everything else. Okay, close the door. Up until now, this has been an absolute perfect rollout. Perfect rollout. Nothing has leaked. Nothing is leaked. Other than the first pushback, delay of the album, it shouldn't be any more delays. So you're looking at November 17th. She has not let out anything. She's still been away from social media, and all the things she's posting, I can tell she's posting this. The only thing she's posting are scheduled posts. Scheduled posts. And meanwhile, Pink Friday 2 has people thinking, is Taylor Swift going to be on the album? Is Drake going to be on the album? Or does she have another record with Karol G? Oh my God, is Megan going to be on the album? She's back with the pop promoters, the pop producers. You know, the Esther Deans and the Calvin Harrises. She's back with those producers. So it's been an absolute perfect rollout. So that has me amped. Like, okay, I'm going to assume Super Freaky Girl is going to be on Pink Friday 2, but she is going to be releasing another single prior to this album. Now, the Drake song is on Drake's album. Now, if he releases, which he should, if he releases the song with him and Nicki, she won't need to release a single. She can use Drake's single with her on it as part of her rollout for Pink Friday 2. Right, darling. Right, and that tour will take place in 2024. And how you can know that she's getting ready to tour, Nicki Minaj posted something on Twitter last week, or maybe it was this week, that we ain't see, you know that she's getting ready for a tour. She said, I worked out yesterday. Everyone knows Nicki hates working out. Nicki can't stand the gym. She's like Cardi B, or Cardi B's like her in that aspect. Neither one of them like the gym. Drake is another one that don't like the gym. So if Nicki says she's going to the gym, you know that she's getting ready for this 2024 tour. Because when she's going to come back on this tour, she's going to come back with the pink wig. She's going to come back with the pink wig. So her thing is, if I have the pink wig, I want to be looking as close to that weight as I can possibly look. And remember, she was small. Like, it looks like, you know, when you look back then, we were like, damn, she got a fat ass. But you look at her now and look at her back then, you're like, her ass really wasn't that big compared to now. but she's going to try to get as close to that weight as possible. So, Diabla, I think that's a shady comment, first of all, but I mess with you, so I'm gonna let it go. I don't think Nicki and Pink Friday. Remember, she's trying to repeat the era. That era, she wasn't really doing a lot of rolling around. She's doing the rolling around now because she's really not in tip-top shape to like do her little steps that she was doing back then, right? But once she gets into shape, remember the rolling on the floor is just something to do because she don't feel like moving. She don't really have the choreography down pat. She doesn't really have the stamina for the choreography. So if I was to bet on it, no, I don't think she's gonna be doing much of that. She may be twerking, but I don't think she's gonna be doing too much rolling around. All right, like Nicki's never been a great performer, but in her prime, she was above average. At her greatest part, she was above average. For the most part, I've seen Nicki, like I said, I judge people by seeing them live. I've seen her in person live like 5 times, and then you throw in the times you saw her on YouTube, rolling live, whatever. But I've actually been in front of her, or backstage or whatever, live about 4 times. Only one of those times did I really say, damn, she killed it. The other times it was kind of like, she was all right. I mean, it's all right. I was at the concert where she brought Steve Nash. She brought Steve Nash on stage, and Steve Nash was like grabbing her ass. Everybody else wasn't touching her. Everybody else was scared to touch her. Steve Nash. Steve Nash grabbed the booty. He didn't care. Y'all remember when she brought Steve Nash on stage? She was probably like, get this little white man off this stage. Cardi's very good. And Cardi she's not Megan. She's not Megan. She's not coy. And Cardi even admits that it takes her the longest to get the steps. She admits, she said, I'm nowhere near the dancers, but Cardi has a very good work ethic. So she's gonna work hard at steps to learn them. So when she gets on stage, she don't look stupid. But she always admits, she says, I'm not a dancer. I can strip club dance, but that's about it. I was never really a dancer in the club. But when it comes to choreographed steps, I take it very seriously. So when it comes to choreograph, Cardi does very well. Megan is by far the best performer, right? But Cardi does well. But this damn Pink Friday 2, let me tell you something. I think it's going to do over 200. Like I said, my prediction is 221. That's my prediction, which is way better than what I was predicting at this time last year. And last year I said it's going to do under Queen. I said 175. But because she's reestablished fan base, because she is now going up in Spotify. Now, I don't know whether it's accurate. I know people, whenever I give Nicki Minaj a compliment, people are saying, oh no, those are fake numbers. Remember what Whack 100 said, that she got 65 million, and he did the same thing with Ice Spice, how he said that Ice Spice was having fake bots and fake monthly listeners because he added up the monthly listeners and then added up the streams, and he said this math ain't mathing. He said, how do you have 35 million monthly listeners and you only got like 2 billion streams? And he said, I'll show you somebody with less monthly listeners and they got just as many streams or more than her. And then he got, he did 6ix9ine, he did Roddy Ricch. All of them had way less monthly listeners than Ice Spice, but all of them had way more streams. So Whack 100 saying that these people are buying monthly listeners. Now, I'm not gonna downplay Nicki Minaj's 63 million listeners. She's been in the game a long time. It's obviously she has a great fan base. So I wouldn't really put that on the record label. I can't see her record label saying, Ice Spice, yeah, I can see that. She's new. She's trying to establish something. I just can't see the record label saying, hey, let's buy some streams for Nicki Minaj. And she really doesn't need that. And at this point in the game, she's already a vet. She's actually in the tail end of her prime. They wouldn't do that now. If they were going to do that, they did that years ago. So I'm going to give Nicki Minaj the benefit of the doubt and say that these followers are legit. Something comes out that proves me wrong, I'll say, damn, I was wrong. I didn't expect Nicki Minaj to do anything like that. But as of right now, I'm going to have to say it's legit. Like, I would say it's legit. Because she is, when we're not talking about some no-name bum. Like, we're not talking about Roddy Ricch. We're talking about Nicki Minaj. So, Pink Friday 2, I'm looking forward to that. Y'all let me know. Y'all looking forward to Pink Friday 2? Even the ones in the chat that aren't Nicki fans. Y'all can let me know. Are you let's not say excited. Are you looking forward to Pink Friday 2? Put a 1 in the chat if you're looking forward to Pink Friday 2. Put a 2 if you really don't care. And if you don't care, I'm not going to ask you to explain why you don't care. Just say you don't care. Eleanor says yes. Rudy says yes. Danielle says yes. Blessing says yes. Dolly says yes. My assistant. Looks like Halle Bailey's in the studio with her. Okay. So now, let me go to Marcel doesn't really care. Lively doesn't really care. And that's cool. Marcel doesn't really care. And Lively don't really care. All right. No, Lively, that's okay. That's okay, Lively. The hype isn't added up the sales for a lot of these new girls. Oh, you did? Okay, so Halle Bailey's, yeah, and I can see that. I can see that. I could definitely see that as a collaboration. Okay. Let me look at this list. Let's get into this list. My potting partner, Miss Bronx herself. The name. Oh, by the way, y'all, the name of the podcast is Bronx Island. We're going to be previewing this sometime in August, maybe like the 26th is what I'm looking for, right? Me and my girl, Kenzo, we're going to be previewing our podcast, Bronx Island, right? So, Complex Magazine They put up their top 50 top 50 rappers of all time. And New York, sorry. Hello? Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can see that on the screen. Let me know. And let me know if you can hear me without an echo. Can you see it on the screen? And do you hear me without an echo? Oh, I think I figured it out, Eleanor. If it was echoing, Eleanor would have been laughing. So I don't want her laughing at me. So I make sure I got this shit right. Okay, okay. Thank you, Eleanor. All right. Now, here we go. Number 50. This is where I almost clicked out. Ice Spice. I almost clicked out. I almost clicked out of this whole goddamn list. Ice Spice is the number 50 greatest New York rapper ever. Pharoah Monch 49, Diddy 48. Diddy ain't no rapper. Bismarck 47, Styles P 46, Jim Jones 45, Grand Poobah 44, Melly Mel, the great Melly Mel 43, Sean Price 42, and ASAP Rocky, who they had the stark, staring audacity to put in front of Melly Mel, to put in front of Styles P, to put in front of Grand Poobah. It's absolutely treacherous. And what they're doing is they are pretty much, if you're not an just overall great, they are kind of shunning the older rapper from New York. Because like I said, Ice Spice, this is what if they wanted Ice Spice to be involved, and I'll say it again, this is what they should have did. Ice Spice should have been the girl that every time, like we go from 50 to 41, once I get to 41, which is ASAP Rocky, Ice Spice should come out like a ring card, and then she puts up the sign that says, oh, 40 through 30, and then she bend over and do her little twerk, put her hand between her legs, turn to the other side, stick her ass out, do a little twerk, put her between her legs, and then walk off to the side and wait for us to do the next 10. That is the only way Ice Spice should have ever been involved. Right? Now, ASAP Rocky's 41. It's a shame that Melly Mel is 43. So here we go. Let's get number 40 through 31. 40 is Kumo D. 39, Nori. 38, MC Light. 37, Ja Rule. 36, Kool Keith. 35, Old Dirty Bastard. 34, Foxy Brown. 33, The Jizza. 32, Fabulous. 31, Fat Joe. Now, I don't really have a problem with Fat Joe being in the 30s. I probably have him there too. Fabulous cannot be 32. There is not, let me see. Maybe. I was going to say, is there 31 better New York rappers than Fabulous? Like, Fabulous has been solid in his career. He never had a cosign. One thing you notice about Fabulous, he has done this through his career, and he's been able to make millions of dollars and have hit records and be respected in the hip-hop community without a cosign. Who else can tell you that? Ice Spice got a Nicki Minaj cosign, and she was on the label with what's his face, the guy, the big label, Lucian Grange and Elliot Grange. She got a cosign from Nicki Minaj. Jay-Z, he got a cosign from Big Daddy Kane. Biggie got a cosign from Tupac. Right? And he was on Bad Boy, so you had the Puffy on the label with Puffy. All the greats, you can go up and down the list. Big Daddy Kane got a cosign from Biz Markie. Right? So up and down the line, you see people. Mace got the cosign from Bad Boy, from Puffy. Eminem got the cosign from Dr. Dre. So all the greats had cosigns. Fabulous has never had a cosign from and he's never been on Rockefeller, Rock Nation, Aftermath, none of that. So I give Fab a lot of credit because he's been able to stay relevant in the game so long, and he never really had a real cosign. To me, that tells a lot about Fabulous. Lauryn Hill's not from New York, honey. That's the only thing. She's from New Jersey, so they're not gonna have her on here. Foxy ahead of Ja Rule. I can't do that. I can't do that because, like I said before, Ja Rule, we pretty much treated Ja Rule like dirt because of 50 Cent. We pretty much let 50 Cent come, the original troll, and change our minds about Ja Rule when we really didn't have a problem with Ja Rule in the beginning. Like, in the first place, 50 Cent came and told us we have a problem with Ja Rule. He sings. He makes songs that sound like the Cookie Monster. He said he sounds like the Cookie Monster when he sings. How can y'all girls like that? Why do you like when he sings? He sounds like the Cookie Monster. This is hip hop. Why do we got a nigga in hip hop that's singing so much? And then everybody started saying, yeah, why do we got a nigga in hip hop that sings so much? And then we started listening to 50 Cent. We pretty much started shitting on Ja Rule. And then what did 50 Cent do? Girl, need to let me down. You're on your window shopper, mad at me for what you can buy. You're a window shopper. You need to pay, but you never front nothing. He's a wankster, but you never stop nothing. Go to the dealership, but you never stop nothing. And you said, wait a minute. Ain't that the same shit Ja Rule was just doing? And you told us that we shouldn't like him, but you doing the same thing. If I was your best friend, I want you down all the time. If I was your best friend, then you will be mine. She say she's just a friend. She say she's just a friend. I said, oh, wow. 50 Cent done hijacked this man's style. And not only did he hijack his style, he turned everybody against him. So, Ja Rule's the only rapper in rap history to have 6 songs playing in the top 10 on radio at the same time. Ja Rule had hip hop on his back for close to 2 years. And especially on radio. He was holding down hip hop on radio. We'll all be without you. You know this true. Tired of being lonely. You and I. Telephone in and I for that. So he had that. Then he hit him with the other joint. Then he hit him with the other joint that he had out. Always there when you call. You're always on time. Gave you my heart. Will you be mine? No, late like lover with a hit me like no other in a. Right, so he had that. And let's not forget, at the same time, I cry, you cry, we cry together. Baby, I cry, you cry, we cry together. That was a joint with Mary J. Blige. He had that joint, so now that's 3. Right? This is all the same time. Right? Then he had Lil Mo, thank you. Lil Mo. Mary J. Blige was Rain, right? But that was the other joint. I Cry was Lil Mo, right? The joint he had with Mary J. Blige at the same time on the radio, on the top 10, Rainy Days, ain't no trouble gonna talk away. No way you say, tired of being there, it's just those rainy days. Right? He had that. Then he came with the big one. Tell me, are you ready? I've been to many nations. You're just in the same. He hit you with the J-Lo joint. This nigga had 6 bops at one time on the radio. 50 Cent was jealous. 50 Cent was jealous. But we so quick to try to jump onto something new, we let 50 Cent fool us into saying we didn't like Ja Rule no more. So, and don't forget, Ja Rule, 50 Cent got stabbed when they got into the fight with Ja Rule. When his crew got into a fight with Ja Rule's crew, 50 Cent got stabbed up. So, he was already didn't like them from that situation as well. But I'm sorry, man. Ja Rule's got to be higher than that. Now we go to, hold on. Now we go to 30. Cool G Rap. I got a problem with G Rap being the 30 best rapper from New York. I'm sorry. Just because these kids weren't born, you can't erase history. A lot of people wasn't born when Michael Jordan was playing basketball. All the kids that are 18, 19, 20, Michael Jordan was not playing basketball when these kids were born. But they can't come and erase Michael Jordan from the history books just because they didn't see him. So when we start talking about the greatest ever, we just can't start with LeBron and act like Michael Jordan never played just because there's kids that are young. Who cares about them? Let them look it up and do research. And if they do research, they'll see that ain't no damn way Kool G Rap was the 30th best. He's way lower than that. Big L 29. Mace 28. Pop Smoke 27. Pop Smoke should not be on this list. So far on this list, I would take off Ice Spice, aka Miss Poopy. I'm taking off Ice Spice. I'm taking off Pop Smoke. Just did not. The man was dead before he put an album out. And yes, I know it's a shame that he died, but we cannot go and give everybody else props just because Pop Smoke unfortunately passed away. You cannot then you can't put that on other people because he unfortunately had an untimely death. Kool Keith, number 36. I'm taking him off this list. So that's 3 people. I don't even know if I put Nori on this list. That might be 4 people I'm taking off. I'm not putting Puffy on this list, so that's 5 people I'm taking off. And I'm probably taking off Jim Jones. That's 6 people. Big L, Mace, Pop Smoke, Raekwon, Cardi B. So now, let me premise this on y'all know. Y'all know I love me some Cardi B. Love me some Cardi B. If I could, I would package Cardi B in cans and go buy up the whole fucking shelf. If Cardi B was in cans, I would go buy the whole fucking shelf. That's how much I love Cardi B. And I'd ask him, when's your next delivery? I just bought out all the can of Cardi B's. When's your next delivery? That's how much I love Cardi B. But come on, take it easy. 25? Cardi B is the 25th greatest rapper to ever come out of New York? Better than Raekwon the Chef? Better than Mace? Better than Kool G Rap? Better than Fabulous, Fat Joe? Hell, Foxy Brown. Cardi B is not better than Foxy Brown. Ja Rule, MC Lyte. MC Lyte is some people consider her the GOAT. Better than MC Lyte, better than, wow. What's up, Cat? Yeah, that's what they're going to say, right, Eleanor? She used payola. Let me mind y'all one more time. Let me mind y'all one more time. Right? People that were in my live heard this, but a lot of people weren't. So, listen. To me, it's an insult. I don't know whether they saying that Melly Mel, just because he lost his battle to Eminem so far, that they trying to take some form. But let me remind you that Melly Mel, and I want people to stay with me, don't click off of the live. Melly Mel has what a lot of people consider the greatest verse in hip hop history. How can Cardi B be ahead of him? Melly Mel in 16 bars. Took you from being born to death. He took you from birth to death in 16 bars. A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God is smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you'll go through. You'll grow in the ghetto, living second rate. Your eyes will sing a song of deep hate. The places you play and where you stay looks like one great big alleyway. You'll admire all the number book takers, thugs, pimps, pushers, and the big money makers, driving big cars, spending 20s and 10s. You'll want to grow up to be just like them. Smugglers, scramblers, burglars, gamblers, pickpocket peddlers, even the panhandlers. You say, I'm cool, I'm no fool. Then you wind up dropping out of high school. Now you're unemployed, all non-void, walking around like you pretty boy Floyd turned stick-up kid. Look what you done did. Got sent up for an 8-year bid. Now your manhood is took. Your main tag spend the next 3 years as an undercover fag being used and abused, served like hell, till one day you found hung dead in the cell. It was plain to see that your life was lost. You was cold as your body swung back and forth. But now your eyes sing the sad, sad song of how you lived so fast and died so young. In 16 bars, he took you from birth of a baby to death. In rap, how can Cardi B be ahead of him? How can he be the 43rd greatest rapper out of New York when he probably has the greatest verse ever? Let's go back. Pop Smoke, Cardi B, Q-Tip, Run from Run DMC is 23rd. Absolutely treacherous. Chuck D 22, Method Man 21. I don't have a problem with Method Man being 21. Now, Slick Rick 20, Big Daddy Kane 19, treacherous. There are not 18 better rappers than Big Daddy Kane that's ever come out of New York. Big Daddy Kane pretty much mentored Jay-Z, and they have Jay-Z lower than that. Mos Def 18, Cameron 17, Jadakiss 16, Big Pun 15, MF Doom. I'm sorry, MF Doom should not be on this list. He should not be on this list. I'm sorry. Ghostface Killer 13, Lil Kim 12, Prodigy 11. Wow. Prodigy 11. 10, KRS-One. 9, Busta Rhymes. 8, DMX. 7, Nicki Minaj. I have a problem. Listen, Nicki Minaj is a great rapper. I'm not even going to say a good rapper. I'm not even going to say a fair, above average. Nicki Minaj is a great rapper. Nicki Minaj has 5 flows mastered. She's very good on cadence. She can pretty much rap on any beat. She's got great switch up ability. She could switch her voices, in the middle of a rap. She's decent on metaphors, punchlines. Okay, not entendres isn't her greatest strength, but she's okay on entendres. She's a great rapper. She's not the 7th best rapper to ever come out of New York. I mean, come on, guys. I believe this list, they don't want the barbs on their ass, and they're going to put Nicki down low because they know it's going to spark controversy. Should Nicki Minaj be on the top 50 list? Yes. Should she be in the top 10? In my opinion, absolutely not. 50 Cent is 6. 50 Cent, oh my God. This has to strictly be on sales and 50's impact. Now, no doubt 50 Cent had a big impact on rap, right? 50 Cent had a huge impact on rap. I can't say that 50 Cent is the 6th greatest New York rapper that ever come to New York, better than KRS-One. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nicki Minaj is a great rapper. Great rapper. Dude. Come on, man. She's not the 7th best rapper to ever come out of New York. In history of rap, like, come on, man. Six, 50 Cent, 5, LL Cool J. Now, the top 5, I don't really have a problem with. 5 is LL. 4 is Rakim, even though I'd have him 2. 3 is Nas, even though I'd have him, I'd have Nas 3. Nas is where he should be. 2 is Biggie. 1 is Jigga Man. Jay-Z, listen, he's still rapping. The nigga's 70 years old. He's still rapping, and he's still killing anybody on the mic. Probably with the exception of Eminem. Jay-Z, at his age, is still writing bars that are absolutely insane at his age. And he still don't write his verses or his lyrics down. He still writes the lyrics in his head. Still uses no paper. We've heard the stories about him over the years. Lil Wayne came up and said he told the story of seeing Jay-Z not write his lyrics down. And he said that started him to doing it. I can see he's first. Biggie, second. Nas, third. I have Nas second. Biggie third. Excuse me. I have Rakim second. Nas third, because Nas is God's son. For a lot of people that know why he calls himself God's son and why he has God's son tattooed across his chest, because Rakim is known as the God. And they said Nas was the second coming to Rakim. So he tatted God's son across his chest, meaning he's the son of the God MC Rakim. So if Nas is the son of Rakim, how in the hell can he be better? Oh, Jesus, this shit gives me a damn heart attack. Jay-Z, I mean, they say Jay is 52, but I've heard Jay is like 56, 57. Now, they have him down on Wikipedia as 52, 53, but I believe Jay is the same age as like Rakim and Big Daddy Kane. I think Jay is like 55, 56, 57. He's somewhere in there. You heard me, Eleanor? Ginger. This shit drives me nuts. Ice Spice, and I don't mean to keep picking on her, but come on. Ice Spice said, "I'm the shit. They call me Miss Poopy." Really? That's bars? I'm the shit. They call me Miss Poopy. Someone that says those lines do not deserve to be on the top. I said 70. I was joking. I was joking, guys. I was joking. It seems like he's 70. It seems like he's been around that long, but I'm the shit. They call me Miss Poopy. You can't be on a list. You cannot be on a list if you called yourself Miss Poopy. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be on anybody's list. It's crazy. I think they put Nicki here just because they wanted to put a woman in the top 10, and they don't want the Barbs coming at them, so the Barbs will be bigging him up. You know, they put Ice Spice on it for the same way. There's a lot of people that's going to be going off when they see Ice Spice. How can you not put Remy Ma? How can you not put Remy Ma on? How? How's Remy Ma? How is Remy Ma not on the top 50 if you got Ice Spice? How is she not ahead of Ice Spice? Oh my God. I don't think Remy deserves to be on there either. But if you got Ice Spice on it, you need to put Remy on it. If we're gonna be truthful. If we're gonna be truthful, how can you put Ice Spice, right? How can you put Ice Spice and not put Remy Ma? Like, come on, man. Hold on. Listen. I can't, man. Again, Remy, I don't think Remy's the top 50 rapper either. Right? But if you're gonna put Ice Spice on this list, you damn sure better put Remy Ma on the list. I just can't, man, with these people. Right, out of New York. That's the whole thing. She's out of New York. You know? Make it 25. But anyway, the Cash App is $Heaven Hollywood, and the Super Chat is below. I've been on here. It's 1 o'clock. I've been on here. Thank you guys for hanging in with me through the technical difficulties. Yeah, thank you for hanging in there with me through the technical difficulties. Let me see something, guys. So let me hang. Hold on, guys. Don't forget to go to my to Tubi and to Amazon. Stream my TV show Playing Dirty. Stream my TV show Groupie. And stream my movie The Candy Shop. It is now on Tubi.
Where have you been? I've been calling you on your cell phone all day.
At work.
Faith wake up dope sick, fiending for a sniff. Left the house, ain't tell her husband she was gone, she just dipped.
Why is it that you are taking large sums of money out of our account every single day?
While her family's at home, she's out there chasing that high. Roaming up and down the block, she run into this pimp guy. He's conversating with her, asked her if she tryna make cash. Next thing you know, she's in front of the pink house selling the ass. Then she gets dope sick again. She need that boy, so she out there searching again. She's tired of her life. For years she done wrong. Now she wanna do right. She go to rehab to get the help she need, and she tell her family.
So that is the candy shop. That is our latest movie on Tubi. It's been on Tubi recommended for a while. And the thing about our movies is that the worst criticism that we get about our movies, and it's not really a criticism, is people say, why is your movie on Tubi? It looks way too good to be on Tubi. Like, you know, Tubi, the cameras be all jacked up, like the quality be bad, the acting's terrible. So everybody's like, why is your shit on Tubi? Like, it shouldn't be on Tubi. Right? And let's see. We also got, for all of you who've never saw it, hold on, guys. Make sure you stream that. Also, the people who haven't seen it, right? You have to see and stream.
I'm Yoshi Lomax, superstar attorney at law and fugitive.
So, you're the famous Yoshi Lomax.
Probably more infamous.
I'm on the run from the federal government for crimes that I didn't commit.
Gentlemen, I'm Deputy U.S. Marshal Sharon Starr. I'll be taking things from here.
Not to mention being on the hit list of at least 3 of Miami's major crime bosses.
I wanted to apologize in person for leaving so abruptly last night.
Welcome back.
That's Vladimir Kuznetsov, a Russian crime boss. He's been a suspect in over a dozen missing person cases.
I mean, I didn't get here to be this successful for doing things the American way.
I need a list of the jury for my case with Hanju.
Oh, really? What's that worth to you? Oh my God, you're such a good...
Mr. Santana is to be released upon processing.
So what do you know about Sheldon Chisholm?
What do you want to know about him?
I really need to know if you're going to take my case. I don't have time to play, Miss Lomax.
Money is not a problem.
You know anything about his case?
It's being handled by agents in my field office.
I've learned that in this game of life, in order to win,
Ready to dance?
you gotta play dirty. You might look at me and see a beautiful, confident, successful woman.
Congratulations, counselor. Yet another win.
But underneath, I'm flawed. I'm broken. And I'm scared. So I have no choice but to run until I can find a way to clear my name.
Miss Lomax is now considered a fugitive of the United States. Catching fugitives is my business, which makes her my suspect. You and your associates are relieved.
Look. She killed one of our own.
But I will not give up.
All right, people, listen up. Get a picture of Miss Lomax out there so the public knows what she looks like.
I will not give in.
Okay. People, we got a game plan. Let's break and execute.
I will not get caught.
Time to go hunt.
So that is on Amazon. It's also on Tubi. We doing some things, man. We doing some things. And everybody knows that is well, for the ones that don't know, that was, if y'all remember, that's Zasha, and she was Safari's first girl after he broke up with Nicki Minaj. She was his first girl after he broke up with Nicki Minaj. Kinky, right? For real. So go check that out too. You can go to Tubi and get it. That's Playing Dirty. You know, we're doing some things. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. I'm going to be back on Tuesday for the Industry Tonight. And yeah, check y'all next time, man. Why they always putting Jay-Z over Nas? Well, Patricia, well, Jay-Z deserves to be over Nas. I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you. Listen, Nas, when it comes down to the battle record, sure, did Nas beat Jay in the battle record? Yes, he did. But however, the careers didn't stop right there. If the careers stopped right there, then you would say, like, if that was their last year, if they both rapped, then you'd have to say Nas is number one. But what happened is their careers continued. Nas then signed to Jay-Z. So Nas goes and pretty much knocks the crown off of Jay-Z's head and then picks it up and says, here, Jay, you can have it back. I'm sorry I knocked it off your head momentarily. Instead of Nas picking up the crown, putting it on his head and walking away and saying, F you, Jay, I'm the king of New York. He goes and signs with Jay-Z, which made no sense. Now, Jay-Z comes to Nas and says, okay, I'll give you $11 million, which was in turn only $7 million after he took everything out and taxes. I'll give you $11 million for, to sign under him for the records or whatever. But you have to sign an NDA and you have to sign a disclosure that says you will never do ether again, ever. You're talking, this was 2002, 2003. And Jay-Z tells him, you can't do ether anymore. So in the long run, right? In the long run, these kids that are growing up now, like my daughter, they're really not going to know about ether. They're really not going to know that, because they're going to look on screen and be like, wait a minute, Jay-Z and Nas is friends. So they're not going to think that Jay-Z and Nas was ever in a battle. I look at all the young kids now and how they react to ether, and they're like, yeah, but Jay and Nas is friends. Like, how long ago was this? And because Jay was playing chess as usual, Jay is thinking like, yeah, this generation know about it. But if I, subdue it, generations to come, it will pretty much get washed out of the history of rap. Sure, our generation knows about it, but then when we die off, then what? They won't have anything to reference it back to. No, he can't perform that song, Libra. He hadn't been able to perform that song since around 2005, 2006. And the funny thing is, if he's on an interview and people ask him about ether, he won't even talk about it. He's like, yeah, that was a long time ago. you know, me and Jay cool now. It's all about positivity. I don't even really want to waste time discussing that because, you know, we all positive now. We both kings. We both successful. We just trying to live a successful life or take care of our family. Oh, nah. People that lost Jay-Z as a friend when he played that Nas record, like K Slade, God rest in peace, and other DJs who played Ether, and Jay-Z said, "Oh, that's how you giving it up? Well, I'm not effing with you no more." Now Nas goes and gets back cool with Jay, but now the people who lost the friendships, they never got back cool with Jay. You see what I'm saying? Jay, he is a master chess player. He wasn't thinking about right there. He was thinking about 20, 30, 40 years down the line. Right? So now he's in his 50s. Nas, you can't even go on YouTube. You can go on YouTube and find one performance of Nas doing Ether Live. One. So when you look at it, they're always going to put, yeah, Nas won that battle, but Jay-Z is the billionaire. He became, if Nas ever becomes a billionaire, he might. Jay-Z was the first rap billionaire. He's only getting richer and richer every year. And the fact that Nas is still rapping too, but Nas is kind of using a cheat code. Nas had to go and employ Hit Boy, who's a youngin', right? So Nas figures, if I can't rap, I'm not going to rap about what the young people rap about. So I'm going to go get one of the young producers, Hit Boy, and put him on with me. Now he's not our producer because he's his ear to the street. Jay didn't really do that. Jay still used the same people. Guru, Ninth Wonder. I mean, not to take anything from Nas, but I think that plays a part in it. And that's why they're always putting Jay-Z over Nas. That's the main reason why they're always putting Jay-Z over Nas. But still in all, Jay-Z performs Takeover. Jay ain't shit. You boys don't want it with Hove. Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hove. No. Unbelievable. Nas just got an award. You know, and Jay could care less now. He is the boss. Nas just got an award. Wow, do you think that was a bad decision on Nas's part? I did. I always did, because you know what? It was kind of like y'all were battling for the crown in New York, right? Jay-Z thought he had it because Nas said he wasn't responding back to is that your bitch? Remember, Jay had the song, "Is That Your Chick? Is That Your Bitch?" or whatever, about Carmen, his baby mother, right? Nas's baby mother. And I'm sorry. After that song, that Jay-Z, after the shit he said about Nas and Super Ugly, Nas is way better than me. I couldn't do it. I could not forgive Jay-Z for what he said about me. But Nas is a bigger man than me. He went and did it, right? Even after the nigga said, "Why you home alone? Why she out with me? Room 112, hotel balcony." How she say, "Jay, you can call the house for me. There's no respect at all. You better check her, dog. She keep begging me to hit it raw so she can have my kids and say it was yours. How foul is she? And you wifed her. Shit, I put the rubber on tighter, sent her home. When she entered home, you hugged her up. What the fuck is up? She got you whipped, got your kids, got your home, but that's not your bitch. You share that girl. Don't let him hear Daddy Earl. It make him sick that his favorite chick ain't saving it. Unfaithful bitch. Even after he said that right there would have been it for me. I would have never even let it get to Super Ugly. If this nigga telling me, oh, your girl is begging me to hit it raw so she can have my kid and say it's yours? That would have been enough for me. And then he comes back with I left the condoms on the baby seat. Oh, you know, since you so, because remember Nas said in Ether, oh, how much of Biggie's rhymes gonna come out your fat lips? And he said, dick sucking lips, pause. That was a pause moment. I don't know why Nas kept them lyrics, but dick sucking lips, won't you let the great veteran live? I was like, pause, Nas, pause. And then Jay came back and said, oh, since you so obsessed with saying that gay shit, guess you was sucking my dick when you was kissing that bitch. So Jay said a lot of foul shit. Like his shit was so foul, his mother called up and was like, come on, son. You can't be saying stuff like that to another black man. I'm telling you, it would be on site. Now, Nas did attempt. Nas did go to Baseline Studios where Jay-Z and Dame Dash always hung out, but Jay-Z wasn't there. Nas did go to Baseline Studios, and Nas was ready to fight Jay-Z. When he found out that Jay-Z was smashing Carmen, and when he found out that Jay-Z, you know, was talking about leaving condoms on his baby seat and this, that, and the third, Nas did show up ready to fight Jay-Z, but Jay-Z wasn't at the studio. And to go from that to Boys, and on top of that, I could see if he's like, you know what, we still friends, so it don't matter. But he can't even perform Ether no more. Like, nigga. And Ether became a term. Oh shit, you got Ether. Like even kids that don't know Ether is a song, if they're gaming or playing playing 2K or whatever, oh, he ethered you. Oh my God, yo, you got Ether. And they using the word Ether. Ether became a slogan, and they using the word Ether, and half of them don't even know why they say Ether. So that's how crazy Ether was. And now he can't play it. He can't perform it. He don't want record company. You know, he up at the records doing an interview, and he's like, nah, I don't play that. The only reason Jay regretted it is because his mother called up. Jay was going right with that narrative because he knew Ether was the knockout blow. So he's like, you know what? I ain't coming back from that, so I might as well just get downright dirty. It's gotta kill you. I'm your baby mama's favorite rapper. And ask your new girl. She know what's up. He was talking about Trina. At that time, Nas was fucking with Trina by now. And then Jay-Z had already fucked Trina. Like, God damn. This nigga Jay Nas is probably like, can I get a girl who has not fucked Jay-Z? And he finally got Khalees. He got with somebody who did. Because Jay-Z had fucked Trina too. So the Nas got rid of Trina. Yeah, Nas got rid of Trina and said, fuck it. He said, I can't win. All these bitches is fucking Jay-Z. He smashed Trina. He smashed Trina already before she started messing with Nas. Remember? Oh, Jay-Z got a big old dick. So got a big old dick. And she was like, you know, I know. Such and such got a big old dick. Jay-Z got a big old dick. You know, I know. That was a song. What's up? What's up? Hey, it's me. You know, I know. Until Nas started messing with Trina, and then he probably found out when he said he spilled some tea. He did a Pusha T. Ask your new girl. She know what's up. Holla at a real nigga. Chicka man, what the fuck? So then when he went and would probably asked Trina, yo, you was with Jay-Z? Yeah, I was a long time ago. So hold on. I have to tell my brother. I have to tell him that I'm still live. Hold on, guys. All right, so my brother wanted me to see Lauryn Hill. Lauryn sound 10 times better than Essence. That's the Hip Hop 50, that link. Okay, I'm going to check it out. Wow, so Hip Hop 50 live. So y'all can go to YouTube, check out the Hip Hop 50. My brother just sent me the link. Run DMC's on. Yes. Boy, the sucker MC perpetrating the fraud. You rocking all night like the kind come Lord. You're the kind of girl that guy ignored. I drive a caddy, you invented the Ford. My name is Russell Simmons, but my middle... No, not Russell Simmons. I got Russell Simmons on my head. My name is Joseph Simmons, but my middle name Florida. When I'm rocking on the mic, you can all applaud. Wheeling, dealing, got a funny feeling. Come on, man. Now, how you going to put Run 21? Y'all niggas is tripping. Yes. Hold on. And the other suckers hate us. All right. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Hit the like button. Somebody go dig that shit up. I'm telling you, it's the truth. Well, go dig up what the record. Hold on. You could dig up the record. Jay-Z gotta go dig. I don't know what song it was, but all you gotta do is Google Trina and then space Jay-Z gotta be on dick. I know I told you I'd be true, but Jay-Z got a big old dick. So I'm leaving you. So what she did was yeah, fucking on the microphone, and they be talking on the cast for years of that. And bubble bath and see, that's the life that I live. You sucker MCs. And they could back in back, catch a heart attack, and there's nothing in the world that run a love a lack. Oh my God. I'm going crazy up here. All right, I gotta go because this shit is going crazy right now. Y'all go on YouTube and check out the 50 shit. All right, love you guys. Like, if you haven't done it, like on the way out. Cash Apps is $Heaven Hollywood. All right, y'all, let's go.